What's up, GundamModelers? This is Strider Prime bringing you a new edition of Gundam Models, and today I'm going to review this book. This is the In Combat Painting Mechanics, second edition revisited or revised by Mig. I picked this up at Mosquitocon last week. I've been seeing this book for God knows, I think a year now, online, and I think Zach Aurelius talked about it. Maybe I think he reviewed it as well. But I always wanted to get one of these, and yeah, sometimes in this day and age we're all comfortable with looking at it on the screen, on the monitor. But sometimes you need a physical documentation where you can sit down, relax, and review something, as gorgeous as this. This was in the section where a guy was selling a lot of MIG and AK Interactive paints, supplies, and stuff like that. And I always seem to go to him. I think I must have really wasted a lot of money, because this thing cost me $30. Yeah, $30 cash. He had now this is actually book 1. There's a book 2 of this, volume 2, but it was already taken, and it was the one where it had the Sazabi. Hopefully I can get my hands on that. I may have to end up ordering it myself. But the brief glance that I looked at this caught me off guard with a lot of things. So let's review this. We're going to try to do this as quickly as possible. Of course, this is from the editors from MO of Mig Jimenez. So all the idea, got to give credit to these guys. Everything's all in English. And what we have here is a perfect kit, which is the RX-782 1/100 scale. Doesn't tell you what version it is. Clearly it's a master grade, but don't know if it's the 2.0 or 1.5. So I guess here it is where he already built it and painted it. Normally he even had it separated so that way it doesn't bother him. And then of course the different I guess examples here of what he has to do: deep gray, blue, black for specific colors. You see him using acrylic, MIG acrylic paint, gray. I think I have that color. Now, I don't know what technique he's doing, but I see he's already doing little dots there for weathering and simulated scarring and chipping. That's what I'm thinking. Then he used a rust color, and then I guess that has to be a wool or some sort of cotton ball, but I think it's a wool thing. And I guess he just dabbed it into the paint and began applying it in areas of the kit. Mind you, this is already a kit that's been painted normally, decaled, and probably sealed. So now he's doing this next stage, and of course using the brush, a very pointy brush, he added more detail there. Now he's using a product for streaking. I've seen those at Mosquitocon. I don't know why I never got my hands on at least 1 or 2 bottles, just so I can, figure this out on my own. Which of course I should have bought some enamel thinner of some sort, or thinner to begin with, that will allow me to do the streaking. I have thinner by Testers. Don't know if that product will work, but then again, I don't have this product, so I cannot say for certain that will work. Not until I get my hands on it. So he's working around the feet and legs, using both gray and white as a combination. Interesting how he's merging the gray and white as a streak, or like more of a simulated battle damage or scarring. That's actually very nice. Now this is the one thing I always wanted to try, and maybe I'm not comfortable with. I have to use some old Gundam kits to test out, because I like this idea of, you know, you're painting it one color, then highlighting it, and then giving this weird scraping mark type look using the white color. That I want to try. It continues on here. Don't know what product he used, but I'll read that later on. And then he does some highlights on the face. What product is that? I can't read it. Engine fuel and oil. Engine grime. Give it a little grime here and there, especially around the feet. Then here's that chipping effect, a technique that he's showing. Again, a product that I don't have, but something to, you know, allow you to do this. I've read a lot of things about chipping, you know, from using a product like this, from actually using rock salts. That's a technique that you know, that's interesting. And we have some filters here to blend in color. There's a lot of work here for this. Pigmentations. Yeah, that whole area is crazy. And then of course I believe this is the final result of the kit. Amazing. You could see the amount of work that he did around here, simulating, you know, the legs being used, you know, a lot of times, and causing a lot of stress in there from here, where, you know, maybe some oils or liquid being split out, you know, spit out from under the engine block, you know, or under the gear system here, to simulate, you know, okay, it's working, but sometimes, you know, this happens. So here's a before and after of what it looks like. So here's what the Gundam RX-78 looks like, fully painted, fully detailed. But then here's what it looks like, weathered and detailed even further. In reality, these pictures, it almost feels like I'm looking at a perfect grade RX-78. Yeah, this is very beautiful how he did this. Here are more before and after shots. Again, brand new, out of the factory. After one day of play in the ground, that's what it looks like. These are amazing photo shots here. Across of the leg, the waist unit right there. And then, of course, here's a list of all the paint bottles that he used for this kit. And then, of course, some nice photographs. The manual continues, or, you know, the book continues on with the 1/100 scale gun tank. I have this model kit. And he's using some darker colors. Remember that Mig makes paints as a set, and you may see them for Gundam also, but you don't have to buy them for this. You can buy them for other things. You know, you can buy the other paints, whether for military tanks or aircraft, depending on what you plan to do. So he may have individually purchased these paints, or may have bought them in a box set for armor, and then just mixed and matched right there. I really like this tone right here, where it highlights, you know, you have a lighter tone and a darker tone of the color. That blend in is pretty amazing right there. And then of course you have other effects. It doesn't have to be from Mig, like to me is aroma texture paint to make a grass effect. So like there's like grass and moss collecting in on the tank treads, picking it up during, you know, while it's moving. See, like this is amazing detail right there. You don't normally see that many gun tank model kits out there. And I And I have to say, it's one of it should have been something that had been modified even further by other model builders, but maybe I haven't seen it yet. Maybe I should take my gun tank and modify it myself. It's been sitting there for a long time. Ooh, a very nice Zagak. Ooh, I kind of like that. He's using a mixture of paint. I see some Tamiya paint, acrylic, and then moving on to this. That's another thing that I think I'm more keen on using this more than I am using lacquer. I want to now start maybe going into using only acrylic-based paint, and MIG ammo seems to be the choice. I may have to replace a lot. I mean, I have bottles of paint that I don't use ever, and most likely I may give it away or donate, or I don't want to throw it away because there's still paint in there. But I want to now move into this new type of product and see, because right now I'm seeing some amazing detail and work on this that maybe I can simulate with the acrylic paint from Tamiya, but that all depends. And you see, like, I love this design right here. Like, you see how this green is, where it's darker and then lighter here. That really appeals to me. And I just got myself that set of green paint from MIG, so we'll probably look into using something like that soon. Again, here we go, fuel engine. Looks like I'm gonna have to get that type of paint. Pigmentations, it's good for that. Test that out. That is amazing right there. So this is not a Gundam kit, but it's from, I believe, the Votum series, 1/20th scale. Now, let me see what he's doing here. See some scraping there. Ooh, he's actually modifying it, because there's some raised detail using styrene sheets. Better backpack with missile launchers and all that stuff. I see him more in hands. Yeah, there's a lot of cool things there. I like that. Very nice. That is really nice. Ooh, he's actually, okay. So he's doing something here, I believe, in the back area where he's cutting that. So, okay. So this one went into stages, because this is what the original looks like, and this is what it looks like now with the new updated back missile pack, more refined body. Yeah, I gotta like really absorb this. And then here is, of course, all the parts of the kit, I guess, before painting. Here are all the paints that he used and tools. He used oil brushes, which now something is, I want to review the oil brush paints from MIG. Rust and Effect Colors, again, a set of paints from them. And he doesn't use MIG, he used other products, so it's a mix and match. You don't have to use it all. You know, one brand, you could mix other colors. And, you know, don't be afraid. Maybe I'm being afraid, but who knows. Yeah, that's some, oh, great detail there. Nature effects, giving it some pigments right there. This is something I would really like to get into. I just haven't, I want to test it out on future kits before I commit to something that will, you know, I'd say, okay, this is great. And of course, here's the final look to it. Yeah, this is very nice. Very nice. Ah, the Sazabi. An amazing, beautiful kit. Really like how it looks. Lately I've been pondering this mobile suit again, and I've always said, if I ever got the opportunity to grab this kit again, whether through, I don't know, a prize or 50% off the original price tag or something like that, I will definitely buy it and rebuild it again and repaint it. The goal idea was great back in the day, but I want to do something close to this because you see that there's a lot of space and a lot of work to do right here and there, and I would like to customize it even further, maybe replace some parts. Now I feel like I'm more confident to do something even better with this kit if I ever get my hands on it. Oh, the Gypsy Danger. Nice. Very good. You could see the streaking and the weathering there along there. That's very nice. The highlights too. Another Votum's kit. Very cool. Something about the Votum kits, you can't do these on the smaller, older kits, because I had an older kit which was like was a box this big, but the kit was like this big. This one's huge, so you have a lot of work, you know, a lot of a lot of space, and easy to move around. This looks like from, what do you call that? Front Mission. Didn't know they made model kits of Front Mission. I would have liked to get that. Here's a modified Kempfer. Don't think it's the original. Could this be a resin? Looks like a resin, but could be common. Ooh, this is a nice GM. Very nice. Look at this. That's to see that type of features would be great. Something that I was actually considering on doing on my GM Sniper at the time. A nice build of the Saku II. It's like, you know what? I've always been a person that I do not like to build the same kit over and over. But when you somehow discover something new, you want to redo another kit like it, and this one looks nice. Again, maybe possibility getting another Saku II in the future. Who knows? Who knows? Here's some other custom mechs. Very nice. A license plate behind the mech. That's kind of cool. I like that idea. It's not a Gundam style because I see a pilot here, but that's very nice. This is, ooh, that's a nice custom there as well. Oh, some sort of walker with cannons. Very good. I remember this. I just don't remember from what series. But very nice. I like the red. And I always did, you know, the one thing is that when you see a lot of the exposed innards, and you see more of the inner than you do see the outer armor, but you bring it out using the detail of metallics and filters, that really is a cool feature that I always did like to see. Some other model kits, great designs, different color tones, different shadings, pre-shadings. Yeah. And then of course, acrylic colors for models, non-toxic, shake and paint. Shake and paint. Yeah, I have, by the way, I have this bottle, and I have all this from the Gundam, from this, so there you go. A very beautiful review of a book specifically designed for painting your Gundams. There's a lot of books out there. This was my first that I will definitely like to review and try techniques that's similar to this. Maybe try my own techniques. But yeah, this is really nice to get this. I'd like to thank the guys over there at Mosquitocon who pointed this out and tell me, hey, yo, they have that. And I go, you what? And I picked up a couple of things that I wanted, but I put them down. I says, no, I'm taking that. So I'm glad to get this. I hope you guys get the opportunity of grabbing this book as well and have this in your library for, you know, to give you inspiration, to inspire you on great ideas. And I hope to get more books like this and share it with you. Again, thank you guys all for watching, and stay tuned for more Gundam models yet to come. You guys all have a great day.